Hey everyone, so I decided to make a video of how to replace, let me zoom in there, how to replace a old full-size Ford starter on a classic Mustang with one of these guys here. It's a Ford gear reduction starter from Tough Stuff. So we're going to take out the old starter and put this guy in. We'll find out how easy this is to do. And I'll take you guys along. And we'll see how much better it is. So, stick around. Alright, so our starter is back there. You can see it right there. It's underneath the headers. We don't have good access from up here, so I'm gonna have to lift the car and work from underneath. All right, so here it is. So we got one bolt here and one bolt above it, and then we have basically our headers here in the way and a couple of transmission lines. So let's see how this turns out. I have a 9/16. There you go. Trying to hold the phone with one hand and hopefully not bust my knuckle with the other hand. Okay, got it. Here's one. Then the other one. Yeah, I'm definitely going in from the top. Okay, so can't get it from the top, it's too tight. But there is just a little bit of access in between the headers. So I can get it through here, hopefully. Okay, so after I put the camera down, I was able to shine the flashlight in there and wrench off the bolt slowly but surely. Took a little while. So now I'm gonna go back to the bottom of the car and take out the other one. Okay, so the starter cable is kind of wedged in there. So I'm gonna remove it and then try to take out the starter. It's just one nut right there. And there she goes. Okay, so just for comparison purposes, I want to see what the difference is between both starters. This is not a very accurate scale, but it's a ballpark. 15.8 pounds. Let's try the new one. 7.5. There you go. Okay, so apparently the right way to do this is you get the starter cable that used to go here, and then you put it on this post, and then you hook this terminal here. So then you run both back up to the solenoid, but instead of running the cable to here, where it is now, I'm gonna switch this one over to this side. And then the red one is now gonna go on this side. So this one goes this way, up to this side, and then the new one is going on this side. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm actually gonna take the negative cable, since I'm removing it anyway, and I'm just gonna pull it out and install it on the starter outside of the car, so I could just have the whole assembly ready. And I'm gonna go ahead and zip tie the red one to the black one so it doesn't kind of dance around or pull out of the terminal. Okay, so there it is. Connected. I'm gonna zip tie these two together so they run all the way up to the apron. And then I guess this goes here. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so it should look something like that. Okay, so now that I have this fastened, I have this zip tied out here and here, and then I'm just gonna run the cables and then accommodate them, and then I'll zip tie the rest. Make it all nice and clean. So let's put it on. Okay, so I routed the cables to the front, well, through here at least. And now I just need to squeeze this through. Alright, so the starter's in place. I'll try to wiggle it in with one hand. Okay, let me put the camera down. Hope you can see there. There it is. All right. So the way this starter was casted, because of this little ear here, I couldn't fit a socket. It kind of shoots it to the side, so I couldn't fit it in and take the nut off, so I had to do it with a wrench when it was on the car. Luckily, the new starter has enough of clearance where I can do the tightening with the socket. So what I did was I put the bolt finger tight to the same hole where I took off the other one. And now I'm just gonna finish tightening with this and save some time. Okay, so the starter is tightened. I did bend the cables a little bit away from the engine block. They were just touching it, just gently touching it, and I bent them out so they don't get hot. And then I ran the cables through the original location here. And then now we can hook them up to the solenoid. And then I'll finish zip tying everything together. And then we should be good. You gotta do it. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, I did it. Cheers. All right, now that snack time is over, we can start wiring everything up. So I'm taking out this bolt here, and that's where the old starter cable is gonna go. So fast forward. All right, there it is, hooked in there, along with the 40 other cables that I have in there. And now let's go to this side. One thing I am doing is I'm gonna trim this down because there's way too much cable here, and I'm not gonna like spin it around or try to do anything weird. I'm just gonna line it up. I'm gonna cut it here, and then I'm gonna put a new eyelet so everything's nice and clean and uniform. So fast forward. All right, ready to go. Battery's connected. Wiring is done. Let's see what happens.